We'll now turn to the presentation of the two oldest NAE honors for personal achievement, the Simon Ramo Founders Award and the Arthur M. Bika Award. Previous recipients of the Founder and Bika Awards are here today. There are a number of them here today. John Cassani and Nicholas Nick Pepis is here, and I guess I'm here as well. And also Bob Neeram is here, along with, let's see, who else is here? Bob Neeram, Nick Pepis, John Cassani, and me are the Founders Award. And the Bika Award, Anita Jones is here, along with Lou Branscombe are here as well. So these are previous award winners, so it's a very highly honored club, as you can see. The Founder Award honors an outstanding NAE member or foreign member who has upheld the ideals and principles of the NAE through professional, educational, and personal achievement. The Founders Award was renamed by endowment of the Keck Foundation, was renamed the Simon Ramo Founders Award last year. The second award, this Arthur M. Bika Award, recognizes an engineer who has been actively involved in determining U.S. science and technology policy, promoting technological development, and continuing to enhance the relations between industries, government, and universities. Dr. Bika was the Senior Vice President for Corporate Technology at General Electric and a member of the NAE Council who spoke out for the advancement of technology. I'm most pleased to acknowledge Tina Bika, his daughter, who is here with us today. Tina, are you here? Okay, her hand is waving. She is in the third row on this side. Tina, thank you very much. She has been a strong supporter of her father's award as well. I thank the 2014 Awards Committee for its marvelous effort in carrying out the important awards selection responsibilities. I'm pleased to introduce Pallab Bhattacharya, Awards Committee Chair, and Charles M. Vest Distinguished University Professor, and Charles R. Miller, Professor of Engineering at the University of Michigan. So Mr. Bhattacharya, Dr. Bhattacharya, Professor Bhattacharya, would you please come to the stage? You are here already. And also, am I supposed to invite one of the award winners up? I'll leave that to you. I'll leave that to you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. In NAE tradition, I'll start by recognizing my fellow 2014 Award Committee members who are here today. Thank you. And now it gives me great pleasure to present Dr. Robert Brown with the Simon Ramo Founders Award for his significant contributions to modern chemical engineering and dedication to engineering education. As the current president of Boston University, Dr. Brown has enhanced the institution's reputation as one of the country's top research institutions. He strategically implemented the Choosing to be Great campaign, a motto not only representative of the students and the university, but of its greatly admired leader, whom we honor today. Through the campaign, Boston University has strengthened its undergraduate and graduate programs and attracted world-class faculty members while facilitating their research and scholarship. Thanks to Dr. Brown and his staff, Boston University has jumped 10 positions in the nation's list of best colleges and universities. But we don't just admire the man for his devotion to education. He is also one of the most respected chemical engineers I've come to know, with the exception, of course, of the rest of you in section 3 here. Dr. Brown's research in the areas of semiconductor crystals, microstructure formation, and viscoelastic fluids has spanned 30 years. He is regarded as a pioneer in modern chemical engineering and has published more than 250 papers on these subjects. A chemical engineer at heart and an exemplary leader to us all, I'm proud to bestow the Simon Ramo Founders Award on Dr. Robert A. Brown. Dr. Brown, please come to the stage.
It's really a very special occasion for me to stand here this afternoon. And as in all of our lives, occasions like this bring to the surface thoughts that we don't usually express. When searching for the right words, I found that a famous actress actually said the right thing. Lauren Bacall said, "I can't believe that the life I've lived has been lived by me." And I know how she felt. Growing up in Texas, the child of a single working mother, I would have never imagined that I'd be standing here this afternoon. I have lived the American dream, the dream that I think engineering gives to so many young people. First marrying my high school sweetheart, Beverly, who is here today, and then finding my way to quality public higher education at the University of Texas, and then graduate school at the University of Minnesota. Like many first-generation college graduates, I became an engineer because of a love of mathematics and science, and because I believed an engineering career would put me on this socioeconomic escalator. I've been fortunate to spend my professional life at two outstanding private research universities, MIT and Boston University. And I'm deeply honored to receive an award named for Simon Ramo, whose accomplishments are legendary, and to join the roster that lists so many outstanding recipients, some of them here today. No one who receives a prestigious award travels alone. I am here today because of many people who gave me critical advice and encouragement along the way. But there are two I'd like to highlight. The first is the late Chuck Vest. As president of MIT, Chuck gave me the opportunity to serve as dean of engineering and then provost, and thereby to influence the future of a great institution. If he were here today with us, I believe he would be smiling. But the greatest credit for my success belongs to my extraordinary wife, Beverly, who's been my partner and friend for 42 years of marriage. We've had marvelous adventures, which have been all that more marvelous because we experienced them together. I am the product of great public universities, and I've served great private universities. I have had the opportunity to be part of research innovations and educational programs and witness firsthand the creativity and drive of leading faculty members and graduate students. I've helped form new research centers, academic programs, and building complexes. I've also closed academic programs and disbanded athletic teams. There's a good and a bad to everything. From the perspective of my accumulated experience in public and private institutions, I believe the most difficult, challenging times facing universities and university leaders lay ahead. As members of the National Academy of Engineering, we understand that our research universities, the systems for undergraduate and graduate education entrusted to them, and the research they conduct, supported by competitively allocated peer-reviewed federal funding, have contributed significantly to our nation's progress and prosperity. The productivity and creativity of the graduate students, postdoctoral researchers, and young faculty members who populate this system are the envy of the world. And others are moving to copy our research universities and compete with us for the very best research talent. We are increasingly in a race for talent and ideas. Yet the long-term value of our research universities to our country and their vulnerability is too often not well understood by either elected representatives or our citizens. The national academies have worked to close this knowledge gap through reports such as Rising Above the Gathering Storm, led by Norm Augustine, and Research Universities in the Future of America, chaired by Chad Holliday. Still, the gap persists. Universities continue to be criticized for failure to innovate in educational methods, for administrative waste and inefficiency, and sometimes for over-reliance on athletics to build and sustain a reputation. Our research universities must, through their actions, reclaim the high ground in the national discussion about higher education. We must focus on the quality of the education we deliver and the vital connection between faculty research and scholarship and classroom instruction. However, an argument that only invokes quality will not suffice. We must focus on what we do and how efficiently we do it. How do we make progress? First, we need to take a page from the industrial playbook and consistently push for greater efficiency in all our administrative processes and services. We must talk explicitly about the savings we generate and how these are reinvested in our core business of education and research, or returned to the constituents through lower tuition increases or increased financial aid for needy students. We must do that no matter how uncomfortable it is for our faculty to hear about it. We need to make hard choices about where to focus in education, research, and service so that we have the means to deliver quality in those areas where we have decided to concentrate our efforts. We must focus on academic programs that are competitive, research areas where we can be among the best, and other activities, public service outreach, and even athletics, where we can justify as critical to our missions as charitable institutions. Finally, we do need to innovate in educational delivery on our campuses, deploying digital learning technologies not only as a means of reaching vast numbers in new cohorts of students around the globe through MOOCs and the like, but to achieve efficiencies measured as better student outcomes and lower cost on our traditional residential campus programs. Digitally enhanced learning environments, flipped classrooms, more modular educational delivery, and better facilitated internship experiences are all feasible and will help to better student outcomes measured by retention and graduation rates and employment opportunities. These innovations will not lead to higher rankings or public perception of our institutions because of the perverse metrics of very small class size and very low student-to-faculty ratio that have become default proxies for educational quality, and which lock in the disease of a high-cost infrastructure into our institutions. Hopefully, we can move to a more sophisticated and outcome-based approach to measuring quality. The challenges facing our research university today can be met through a combination of steady, articulate advocacy and continuous judicious reform and innovation within the institutions. We must look forward to and work together to ensure the continued leadership and vitality of these institutions if we are to sustain the innovative, prosperous, and civil society that has made America great. Thank you again for the great honor of the Simon Ramo Founders Award.